Let's take this Monstera from this to this by turning it into a hydroplant. For this, I'm going to do a soil transfer, but you can also do it via water propagation. For the soil transfer, we're going to remove the plant from its pot and remove all the soil from it. Now, these clips were taken a year ago, so I didn't fully understand how important nursery pots are, but I know better now. It was such a struggle to get this Monstera out of its pot, so learn from my mistakes and make sure that all of your plants are in their nursery pots. After an almighty struggle, I did manage to get her free and took it outside to hose off the soil. You don't need to be too pedantic about removing every speck of soil because it will fall off in the water over the coming weeks. When you get to this stage, you can cut the roots back or you can leave them on like I have done here. There are pros and cons for both. I left my roots on, and the con was that they started to fall off in the first few weeks, which did have a bit of a funky smell. This is easy to fix, so I just changed the water more frequently whilst this was happening. Once the older soil roots fell off, new watery roots started to grow. That is these white ones here. Once I got to this stage, I didn't have to worry about changing the water as frequently. Once your hydro plant is established, you can change the water monthly. I do like to leave a small amount of water still in the vessel because there is great growing hormones in there. I also add a few drops of a liquid fertilizer because your plant isn't getting any nutrients from the soil. As you can see, she was very happy in her watery home and started pushing out new leaves straight away. The new leaves also came a great new root system, which grew very quickly. Again, you can trim them back if you've got one vessel that you want your plant to stay in, but I sized up. One thing about hydro plants is that they do tend to get dusty. Because they are in water, you generally don't wet the foliage, which means that they can collect dust. This is of course an easy fix, and I just pop mine in the shower, or you can also use a cloth to wipe it down. To ensure your hydro plant stays healthy, make sure that the stem of your plant is not submerged in the water. You only want the roots getting wet, otherwise your plant may start to rot. Besides that, it's fairly similar to a soil plant. As long as you're feeding it and giving it plenty of sunlight, it should be fine. I love hydro plants because I think they look really great. They are also less likely to attract pests. Once you've made the transfer, they are much cleaner because you're not dealing with soil in your home. And that's it. That's how you make a hydro plant. Let me know if you've got any hydro questions.